Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope 2018 had kickstarted itself well for most of you. For those of you with New Year's resolutions, I hope you stick strong to it. For me, one of my goals this year is to improve my yoga practice. So the first 2 weeks of 2018 was a really busy period for me at work, which meant I couldn't afford time to go for yoga practice as much as I wished I could, or even the classes. As a result, what I did was some modifications. I've brought together some of the yoga routines that I typically do at school, and I did some modifications, shortened the amount of time that I have to spend, but at the same time still making it a fulfilling yoga practice session that I try to do it on a daily basis in the morning before I go to work, and of which today I would like to show you my daily morning yoga routine. To start, I like to begin with child's pose, also known as Balasana. To do this pose, first kneel down, big toes touching each other, and sit on your heels. Keep your knees about as wide apart as your hips, and once you're ready, inhale, and as you exhale, bring your torso up above your thighs and stretch your arms as far out in front as you can. Stay in this posture for about 3 to 5 breaths, or for as long as 30 seconds to a couple of minutes. This pose is great in the morning because it helps to open up your hips and warm up your thighs as well as your ankles. The child's pose is also a great pose as a resting pose in between yoga postures. I typically like to transition after the child's pose into the cat and cow pose to warm up my spine. In order to do the cat-cow pose, first start with tabletop position. To check if you're in the right position, make sure that your knees are above your hips and your wrist, elbow, and shoulder are in line, perpendicular to the ground. Once you're ready, inhale and try to open up your chest and bring your belly as close to the ground as you can. And as you exhale, you would want to curl your spine and inhale and exhale. Do this for about 3 to 5 repetitions, and you can transit this with the child's pose. I typically transition between the child's pose and the cat-cow pose for about 3 to 5 sets every morning. hope you've enjoyed this video today of me sharing with you my daily yoga routine. For each of the postures that I've shown you, I try to do it about 3 to 5 times, and that takes up about 10 minutes in my mornings. I would call it even a yoga practice for busy people. That said, for some of the postures that I've shown you, I know that it is not done to perfection, but that's because I'm still learning. And I would say that the body is typically less flexible in the morning, more flexible in the evening. That's primarily just because your body is less warmed up and it gets warmed up throughout the day. So that actually makes yoga a great way to kickstart your day. And not forgetting as well, I would say that some of the postures that I've shown you today is not something that I do 100% every single day. I try to listen to my body, making modifications here and there. On some days, I feel more flexible, I feel stronger, then that's where I push myself a little bit more. And on some days, I just don't feel like stretching at all, and I'll tend to focus a little bit more on my breathing. I try to mix and match it as well. If I find that I'm stretching a little bit more on my legs, the next day I'll do a little bit more on my back and my spine. And ultimately, it's just a balance. I hope that this video inspires some of you to join me on a daily yoga practice. And not forgetting, it is tough at the start, but after you get it to a routine, you just do it every day, just like how you brush your teeth. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do like the video, drop a comment or even subscribe to my channel, which I really would appreciate. And I hope to see you again in my next video.